experience, I feel like, was the beginning of an era. For me, writing that song, I'm a young person with something to say, and hear me roar.
We had to set up some props like that alarm clock. I remember that I specifically wanted a flip number alarm clock where it changes. I don't know why. I'm putting a clock from the 60s in a teenager's bedroom. So that...
Oh, and I remember the book bag was a big thing. Like, make it look like a mess. Just like...
You mean this one? This one? That's at the foot of your bed?
You can tell it is a man's backpack. Like, it's not even like remotely like a 10th grade girl's backpack. I remember being terrified that that camera was just gonna fall right on my face. How did we decide who the mean girls were? Was Zach just like, we need some mean girls, and y'all were like, pick me? I don't recall how that happened.
Comparing that to like being friends with you in real life, or like what the hallways are like on a day-to-day, I just remember being like, okay, be a diva and just be so mean. No, but I really loved Carlin's eye roll on the bus. That was pure drama. I also wanted to shout out Taylor Shirk on the bus. He was also giving high drama, very high drama.
I remember just coming home from that day and just being like, wow, all my friends really like came through, and this is gonna be like really cool.
Why did you ask me to be a gym teacher and I wore like long dress pants, and what was I doing?
I thought you looked like a gym teacher.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that was like 3 kids, Mr. Kaleda. That was like, pre-buying a house, Mr. Kaleda. I have like responsibilities now. I have like an actual life. It's not fun anymore. No.
So you're not the cool teacher anymore? Is that what you're telling me? That's what's changed in the last 10 years?
I make my students read and write every day.
Can you believe it's been 10 years?
Yeah, it doesn't feel like that.
You showed up late.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you get. You got no screen time. You were just like this little ant in the background.
The one thing I do remember, especially like in the hallway scene, we must have ran that 10, 15 times because we were trying out some different things. There could be something happening in the background they didn't want that was too distracting. And I think that was kind of part of the reason you didn't see me as much, because we were doing a lot sometimes. But
he was like, pipe down, too much.
Yeah, he's like, all right, you guys like do what you're doing, but bring it in a little bit. You can't have this face in there. It'd be distracting from you.
It would be too distracting. You're right.
It's been 10 years.
Yeah.
But I still remember the guy who was actually taking the video for you coming up to us early, and he's like, could somebody like scribble something down? Like, does anybody have like a loose leaf piece of paper or something? Like, oh yeah, I can quick do this. And I scribbled it up quick. And yeah, I do have it yet. I do have that paper yet that we actually did that with. Because I remember I had you sign it when we got done.
I remember that.
I couldn't find it.
10 years later, it's still not worth any money.
I think he just randomly posted like on Facebook, like, hey, anyone available? And I was like, I'm available. And I was like, I literally live 2 blocks away. I'll be there. Looked like you work in an office. And I was like, got it.
Oh my God. So he didn't even tell you you're playing like the bullying coworker?
Not until I got there. I think I put up like a cat video or something. I don't know. Something random. I was like, look at that. Isn't that weird? And he was like, yeah, that's weird. And like, that's how we got those faces for the water cooler seats.
I feel like the reason you were called to be in this video was strictly because of that face you made. Oh my God, what a face. So are you an actor on the side? I think you're an actor.
I actually used to do acting when I was younger. Yeah.
Okay.
The most amazing part of all of that is I'm fairly certain I was extremely hungover when we filmed all of that. Like if I remember correctly, that was after a night of just out on the town, And then it was, hey, meet at the Pottstown Mercury building.
Like, you, me, and Brittany never met until that day, and we're all coworkers, and, you know, the acting was on point. It really was.
Yeah. I didn't realize that you were 16 at the time, so basically it was a bunch of adults bullying a child.
It's kind of messed up when you think about it.
And somehow you made the most grateful face. Like, it looked genuine. You're like, you know, and I'm like,
Is that hot sauce?
it is. It's
Yes.
hot sauce.
Next video, I need someone to bully me. I'll call you right away.
Sounds good. I'll be looking for those royalty checks.
Oh yeah, keep looking.
But that was so fun. I mean, it was just such, you know, it's just such a fun time. It's unbelievable to me, you know, just how fast time goes.
I think that was probably one of my favorite shows because the energy from those kids was insane.
They were so into it. As a performer, I mean, that's what you want. You want to be able to, be able to supply something, like be able to put something out and get that kind of energy back from the people you're playing for. So, I mean, it's pretty amazing.
The song was kind of born like at that concert.
I actually didn't even really know that the video was going to be filmed like that. So I probably would have worn a different shirt. I don't know. My hair was fine, so that's no big deal.
Oh, your hair's always on point, Marty. Come on.
It's one of those memories that, I always take with me.
An up-and-coming country music star from Berks County was hard at work today. 16-year-old Stephanie Grace was filming scenes for her first music video around the Boyertown area. The song is called Loser and has an anti-bullying message.
Stephanie, what is this? Didn't you listen to any of the directions I gave you? You can do much better than this. Oh my goodness.
Not bad, that's good.
Your 3 seconds of fame.
It's amazing how many times I had to show my students those a couple of years after that. I said, I'm in a music video. No, you're not. I said, here I am, watch. Play it for me.
You were the most kind, like gentle-hearted person, and you had to play this angry boss, like yelling at me.
Well, if you want me to yell at you now, I can still do it.
Yeah, right? You still got it in you? Like, you still got the role? And you did such a good job. I remember how hard it was for you to just, like, yell at me. And I remember sitting there, like, looking at you, trying not to make you laugh because, like, I couldn't take seriously the fact that you were yelling at me.
If you're going to be in the video, please go to the Grassy area.
It meant a lot to me that you put the Unity Walk in there and that sign that was being carried across got put out there to everybody.
Just knowing what the whole cause is and like what that sign represents and what all of us walking together as one means, it was really a beautiful moment. And yeah, I almost had tears in my eyes as like a 16-year-old, just like with all these people walking by me. It was
I think that was one of the largest attended.
Good, brother, yourself. See, good to see you. See you, man. How you doing? I'm doing good. We're having a lot of fun today.
The backpack is now all neatly packed. Like, Steph got her life together. She has friends now. She's not a loser anymore.
I forgot about that.
I figured you forgot because it was your idea. And I remember being like, no one's gonna catch that. Sometimes losers turn into winners and that is so cool to hear you guys singing along.